My name is Nguyễn, Thanh, Phương, Hằng, or you can just call me Luna. I prefer to be called by that name. I'm 21 years old, turning 22 in like 2 months, and I'm a student of the Faculty of Language of the Thắng University. My major is Chinese and English. I think that's all the information you need to know about me. So I know that we're supposed to talk about an inspiring story, but I don't have such an inspiring story. So I think I'm going to talk about what affects me the most as a human being, which is the patriarchy. Growing up as a girl, I was told by people how to behave and how to act as a girl. If you met me several years ago, back when I was a child, I was so different back then. I was technically the dreams that every parent wants to have, like a dream daughter. I know how to behave, I watch where I go, I watch what I wear, I always smile, I am always leading in class, I know how to dance, how to play the pianos, how to draw, how to sing, you name it, I can do it all. But life was different back then. I was raised to watch what I speak and to always smile, that I've never had a chance to question why am I supposed to act in like a specific way. I didn't really notice the differences between a girl and a boy back then up until my brother was born. So my dad is the only son of my grandma, so which makes my brother is the only grandson of the whole family line. So everyone adores him. I'm not jealous. I'm being honest. I didn't jealous at all. I adore him too. He was cute. He was super adoring back then. It just confuses me so much the way people treated me differently from him. I mean, when I was a child, if I eat something that I'm not supposed to eat, people would yell at me or sometimes punish me. But nothing's happened to him when he did something wrong. It's not just because that he's a child, but it's because he's a boy. Or at least that's what everyone was telling me back then. I mean, I was really confused. How am I the one at fault when my brother was hitting me and crying? It was super confusing to me back then. That's why growing up a bit more, I started to study more and to read more books about differences between boys and girls and how boys act in a different ways from girls, and how is boys so important that everyone was treating them differently. I didn't really understand the concepts back then of the patriarchy stuff, so I just tried to act like a boy so that everyone would not underestimate me. I stopped crying. I tried to act tough. I hate myself when I feel embarrassed or at weak. I tried so hard to act like a boy so that everyone would treat me like a boy and I would not be criticizing for being soft or for being a girl. I tried to hide my feminine side so bad just because the patriarchy. Growing up a bit more, I read more books and I found more sources about these kind of things, and that's when I started to realize that boys, girls, feminines or masculinity, they are all just concepts. They were made by human beings. I mean, the whole images of a boy suggest when you're a boy you have to be tough, you have to be masculine, you're not supposed to wearing dress and doing nails and makeups and stuff like that. They are all just social concepts, and social concepts can be different from times to times, because at first the skirts were for the boys and also as high heels. They were designed for boys to show off their class. which means that social concepts changes over time. So what makes such a bit different from a boys and a girl? Why it's not just about emotions and how we treated each other as human beings, but we have to be sorted into like categories like boys and girls like that. I mean, it questions me a lot. And that's when I started to realize that nothing is real. The patriarchy, the differences between boys and girls, we are all human beings after all, and boys are allowed to be like, feminines and shows their feminines and weak sides. We're humans, we have feelings, we're not objects, we're not programs, we're not supposed to behave in such a way. Everyone is unique, and the patriarchy is keeping us away from expressing our true self. The moment I realized that, I stopped thinking and cared about what everybody perceives me and what they think of me. I just cared about that. How am I affecting everyone around me, and the energies I'm giving everyone, is it like negative or is it positive? I stopped thinking about how people like thought of me as a girl or as a boy. I just think about how am I like treating people, with kindness or with aggressiveness, or like is it bad or is it good? I think that's the only things that matters. We're human beings, and it's not always about like boys or girls, feminines or masculine. It's about the way we feel and the way we treat everyone else. It just helps me a lot to realize that the patriarchy is just a gate for everyone. And I think that is a problem from the society today, that we as a new generation should think about and should solve that. I think that's it. It's enough the length anyway. So thank you for listening, and I hope I will see you later.